my god.
Let's get it. The end is never. The end is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes, it is, baby.
Stanley
Yeah.
worked for a company in a big building where he
427.
was employee number
This game is so
427.
good.
It is really good.
Employee number 427's
Such
job
a
was
simple
simple. He sat at his
premise.
desk in room 427
It's so
and he pushed
stupid.
buttons.
It's just so all over
Orders
the
came to
place.
him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Yo,
a
start
memo.
b-hopping.
I can't jump.
Can you go to room 420?
Oh!
Stanley went around touching every little thing
Nope.
in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah.
Oh, here
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, I will.
Of course we go on the right for you're such a broad.
No, we follow orders the first
We
time.
follow orders.
Why? That's gay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Because
Feeling a wave
The
of
broom closet.
disbelief, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Alright, well, this is a fun game.
There was nothing
I'm gonna
here.
stay here.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No, there is.
I'm glad we. I mean, this is a great game. I'm glad we bought this. Good job, guys. All right.
It was
What is the
baffling
next
that
one?
Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't
Been
even
here
doing
forever.
anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
I don't believe
I never
him.
would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Wait, is this a way to end the game?
I hope so.
I don't know if
Stanley was
ends
fat
it.
and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he
Stanley
is.
was really
That or
ugly,
with
fat,
drug
and
money.
stupid.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Damn.
He got upset real quick.
Yeah, I am. Damn right.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, The responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
If you start
They
moving,
have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological
No.
vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I think that might be it.
I think that also might be it. I'm gonna wait here though, just to make sure.
Yeah, I think
It's real
that's it.
quiet.
Start moving around. Does it do anything? Just do a little dance or something.
This is how you get the 88888 achievement.
Just standing here for however long.
8,888 hours.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do
Please
any
go
worse
back
than the
in.
person who
Please
came
go
before
back
you.
in.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Damn.
I think that's it, finally. Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's it.
That's great, though. Second player, good to have you
Coming
on
to a
board.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You can jump out that window for sure. Right?
Well, you can't jump in this game, so.
You can jump out that window for sure. You can't jump? Why didn't they add that?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Amazing.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Man, I'm gonna miss him.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
my
bore
office.
the number of an employee in
Yeah.
the building,
Yeah.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
doing like
It was
private?
unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Private.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Yeah, I am.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
I guess the real
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Oh
what
god,
to
how
do,
fucking slow
or
is this
how to
door to
feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
This is my freedom
That
we're
was
talking
all
about.
he
Open
needed
up.
to know. It was perhaps
You can just
the
climb
only
over.
thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Turn around once you walk
Stanley
out.
felt the cool
locked in.
breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah.
Alright, that was it. That was the whole game. We
That's
beat
it.
Good job, guys. Oh, we're back.
You're just pressing buttons.
All of his co-workers
Go
were
into room
gone.
420.
What could it mean? Stanley decided
you
to go
have
to
to
the
be able to
meeting
get in
room.
there.
Perhaps
You
he had
have to.
simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, what changed?
When Stanley came to a set of
I don't
two
think
open
anything that
doors,
time.
he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I would like to do that. Ah, yes.
I actually did
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Now leave
Alright.
immediately.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I
No, we
didn't.
didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Come down, you
Look,
totally
Stanley,
won't
I
mind.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Throw down.
I'm not your enemy, really.
Like
I'm
there?
not. I realize that
down.
investing
No.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
sir.
has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
No buckets.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
Hello.
Yeah.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You give me
I'd
absolutely
pay
nothing so
$100 for
far.
a Stanley Parable skill
Tell you
tree.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
I don't care for that
Go
door.
ahead, Stanley.
Yeah.
Take it for a spin.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A one?
A
I mean, I
one?
can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that leaderboard. Yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah.
Am I
Good
here
old
somewhere?
Neil. Yeah.
These look like how fast they beat the game.
Uh,
Oh, never
There you
mind.
are.
a dead rat! This is you.
There you are.
Very bottom. Hey guys, I need some help. Oh, never mind. Fuck. Friends list is empty.
Fuck, Sedge.
Now, would you say that
Yeah, you
competitive
know.
leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
That made me feel
Oh,
like
what?
that.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at
so
it, would
you're
you?
doing the baby game, right?
Perfect. Let
The
me
whole thing?
boot it up. In this game, the baby
Yeah.
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why
Didn't-
don't you give it
didn't
4
some
hours
dude
of play
actually do
to make
this?
sure
Yeah.
it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on
And
your
that dude's about to be
experience.
me. Buckle up, guys.
Loud. Does it add something at like the 2-hour mark?
Yeah, I think it does.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate
Why
babies or
not?
purely to spite me?
Bastard.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
I'm out.
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh,
Problem.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Let's
Is
see
it Genshin Impact?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
this?
Firewatch.
Fascinating. What do you
It's
think this game is
Firewatch.
about, Stanley?
I don't know what that
What's
is.
our
Yeah, yeah,
backstory?
you're right.
I love
What
this
is our
game.
motivation?
I don't know what it is.
Well, it
I'll
seems
rebuy it and
obvious
play
to
through it
me
again.
that you
It's
are
kind of
meant to
like
play as a
Stanley
creepy man
Parable.
spying on innocent
But like
Like a
civilians
narrative
behaving
game.
from
and
up
you like
high in
at a
your
tower.
creep tower, perhaps for some
Yeah.
sort of
It's a
twisted
narrative
erotic
driven
purpose.
kind of like experience.
Yes, that
The
must be
world
it.
game is
What a
it's
fascinating
really good.
venture
I
into
really
the
like it.
experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
That's funny.
It's
My
turned
background was
into a
actually the
horror
fire.
game, doesn't it? I'm scared.
Yeah. My background for my wallpaper was actually the Firewatch wallpaper.
Wait, so
for a
what
real
is this
long
game
time.
about? Like, actually?
You're
It's-
like Brandon, you explain.
You're a fire lookout in like Montana, looking out for
No, it can't be.
wildfires, hence the name Firewatch. But it ends up being like a story more about
It is.
like why
It's
you're
an
there, the
open
human
world game. Good
you know,
God, quickly block it off.
Good
humanity
God,
and
quickly.
or leaving people,
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a
getting
great
over
God.
like emotional
I really
things.
wandered off into that
So
that
really good story.
thing,
I really liked
that
it a
big,
lot.
open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any.
It's not like an action adventure game. It's just
thank
like a
heavens we
storytelling
avoided
narrative
it.
like this,
We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
but not as
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
More
Let's
serious.
find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Good God, block it off.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What?
rocket.
Yeah!
Wonderful.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this
Lost.
is game design.
Where's the ball?
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Get lost, please.
Get lost
If you
in the
can
sauce.
you fall down that? Oh.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Oh, what
We shall
fun.
run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
I think
Okay,
surely we
Stanley,
must.
here's the ball. Have fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Bop.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
go.
we're going now. Oh, God, we're moving.
Oh,
Shit, I'm
shit,
zooming
moving.
actually.
Oh, wait, you're zooming.
Oh,
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
you winning, son?
Is it better than my miserable little...
Oh
Hold on.
shit.
What are you doing?
Hold
Hold
on.
on. What are you doing?
Oh, you fucked it.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
I'll be interested to see if you do that again with the Rocket League. What happens if you don't fall down the hole?
Oh, you're standing
Like
there
if it
forever.
takes you to another game.
Let's start that way.
You screwed it. I hate you. I wanted to keep playing Rocket League. Worst thing to ever happen to anyone.
I don't like this.
Sus.
It's like
I don't like
the
this.
back
the
rooms.
back
Or,
rooms.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh, it's my decision. Oh, I'm going back to my office. And I'm checking every corner. Because I'm scared. What the hell?
It's kind of dark in here.
It's no narrator.
I guess you gotta go the other way. I don't like this at all.
Oh,
Okay, I just saw something on Reddit that
I
said
wonder what
Elon
he
Musk is
found.
unbanning all slurs.
If what he
on Twitter.
wanted was to be the
I-
leading
all of
man in
them
his own
wait.
story,
I
well,
don't know if
perhaps he's
that's
gotten
real or
it.
fake.
well,
Down
like
in
all of them should
wherever
be
he is right now.
that good.
I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be
yes.
back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was the ending. I'm interested to see if the Rocket League paused.
There you go. He's not talking.
All of his
There you
co-workers were gone.
Yeah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
New content, yeah.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Go back. Was that
Yeah,
door
there's
open?
2 different ways.
Oh, okay.
This one's blocked off.
Oh, that's heresy.
Open up, I say.
Oh my god. Finally. Maybe we'll finally be able to access 420.
Uh-oh.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh, it's on consoles now? Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please,
How much
step
was it?
inside and see what thrilling new adventures
it's
await
not
in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
God, how much of a fucking
Okay, so
troll would it
far
be if
it's
there
an
was
elevator.
actually nothing
Nothing
different?
special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Like, honestly, I'm so
Maybe I want to put
used to,
acid.
like, shit like that I wouldn't be
Um,
surprised.
Is it broken? What's
Oh.
going on here? Should
This
we...
is the content you just get stuck
Should
in a
we
box.
be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah.
Yeah. The content. Yeah.
All right. All right, let's see. It's... The jump
Oh,
scene.
Oh my god. Wait, you should know that jumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm talking about, baby. This is what we wait for.
We found out how to jump. Thanks, chat. Pong champ.
Oh.
Aw.
Alright.
Damn, that was fun though. while it
That was
lasted.
great
that
while
it?
it lasted.
Surely that's not all the new content.
That's it?
There has to be something else, right?
You rode that long of an
Another
elevator.
elevator.
Goodness.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
What?
just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If
Well,
this
you've
is
been waiting
new
for, like,
content,
9 years
then
like
I
I
could
have.
just read you the
I hope
whole
you're just playing
dictionary.
Doom
There's 20
next.
hours of new content right there. Hell, I could
that's
count
what-
to
that's what I wanna
30
see what happens if he
trillion.
does
You
the
could put
Rocket
that on the
League again,
box.
if it just
The
throws him into
Stanley
another game.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Oh, wait.
Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Oh, let's
Let's
see
see
it,
it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I love that the narrator's just with
That's
you
it?
now.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy
Yeah.
dollar. And don't get me
He's
started
saying
on
what
the
we're all
level
thinking.
of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault,
Amazing.
Stanley. I built
I
up
love
too
that the
much
narrator's
anticipation
now
around the
just
new content, I'm
experiencing
afraid.
everything with
It could
you.
never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
$20 to
What do
fucking
you
chill.
say, friend?